Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to my channel. My name's Katrina if you're new here. So I'm hanging out in my kitchen right now making a grocery list for tomorrow because tomorrow I am heading to the store to grab a ton of ingredients to do a huge freezer meal prep. It's probably going to take me several days to get all of the stuff done because I was fortunate enough to be gifted a chest freezer. So that's pretty exciting, especially with a new baby on the way, and who knows what's going on in the world with potentially being another shortage or anything going on like that. I just want to be prepared with food and meals for when Amelia gets here, or if all of a sudden the shelves are empty again, because that was pretty scary to me. There was nothing for a while, and I don't want there to be an issue. So I'm working on my list, and I'll show you guys my list for my groceries, and then I will show you the rest of this journey from grocery shopping to cooking to getting it all organized and labeled in my freezer and everything in between. So stay tuned for all that goodness. Okay, so these are all the things that I bought or had before we went on our big grocery shopping haul to do our freezer pantry meals. So I had some muffin mix. I had a fair amount of these throwaway pans, and whatever I don't have, I have glass baking dishes with lids. Instant potatoes, because yes, they're delicious, and I know a lot of people don't like them, but Nick and I do. Pumpkin spice, which we're going to make muffins, and then the pancakes. 1 thing of lasagna noodles. I think this is a half gallon of salsa. A huge big thing of green beans. 2 big things of corn. A lot of rice. And then freezer bags. Okay, so this is everything that I have. Got some over there on top of that free freezer that I got, which is fantastic. Then my table is a disaster. And then my assistant for the evening. And then I showed you that stuff separately. That's all the stuff that I already had in my pantry. And then 3 gallons of milk. And then caffeine because it's going to be needed. So I guess I'll start over here. Let's start over here. So we got 2 18 packs of eggs. 5 pounds of potatoes, another really big thing of salsa, and then we've got some canned peas, cream of mushroom, cranberry sauce, which is more of a side, it's not going to go in anything, and then we've got 10 cans of white beans, cannellini beans, some creamed corn, 20 cans of black beans, and then there's 10 cans of kidney beans, and then 2 big old cans of tomato sauce, which I'm going to doctor up, add some onion, some garlic, more seasonings than whatever Mr. Hunt does. And then we've got 5 pounds of cheddar cheese, 5 pounds of mozzarella. I needed wax paper for when we get to the egg sandwiches. I want to wrap them individually. Turkey meatballs, just because I have a lot of cooking to do. I'm saving myself a couple steps. Peas and carrots for soup. Cheese tortellinis for soup. Shaky cheese, because I think I'm going to need it after I use what I have in my fridge. English muffins. Turkey sausage for the sandwiches. These are ground turkey sausage that I'm going to cook up because I'm going to make some quiches. This is like all the meat, so I have 10 pounds of ground turkey, like 5.5 pounds of fresh chicken breasts. Then this is another like 6 pounds, maybe 7 pounds of chicken thighs. chicken patties, and then 10 pounds of chicken breasts, frozen. Chopped onions, just to, again, save myself a little step here and there. Pepper strips, again, saving myself time. And then an onion and pepper blend, 2 of those. Big bag of raviolis. So 6 chicken broth, 6 quarts of those. 50 tortillas. Sliced mushrooms, 3 packs of those. The biggest bag of tater tots I've ever bought. I don't even know how many these were, but I saw the big one and I knew I needed it. 5 pounds. A jar of Alfredo. Teriyaki sauce. I think it's sour cream. 3 large ricottas. What is this? Heavy cream. A quart of that. Then I've got some taco seasoning. And then turkey gravy, because I normally would make it with the bones, but didn't have any because I'm not roasting a whole turkey. Ziti for baked zitis, lasagna, and then a big pack of spaghetti noodles, egg noodles, oil, brownie mix, because can't do brownies. I always mess them up. Enchilada sauce, diced tomatoes, green chilies, and refried beans. And I think I hit everything on this table. I could be lying, but that's a lot of stuff. And then 3 gallons of milk, a whole and 2 skim. So the first thing that we started with is some crock pot chicken. This one has like Mexican seasonings on it. So I have salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, oregano, and taco seasoning. And then as soon as this is done, all the way cooked, I'm going to put it in my mixer and shred it all up. And then this crock pot is also chicken, but this is more for like soups and like savory things, like Italian style stuff. So we've got oregano, garlic, onion, salt, pepper, kind of all the same stuff, but no taco seasoning. And then my marinara sauce is all seasoned up. So I've got garlic, onions, those 2 big cans of sauce, onion powder, garlic powder, Parmesan cheese, salt, pepper. I'm going to let that hang out for at least 45 minutes on the stove. And then I've got my first batch of pasta cooking for the Italian dishes that we're doing. So we're going to do the baked ziti first. Alright, so right now we have done our Italian chicken. We have 3 of those, which is 1 chicken breast with Italian dressing on it. And I'm going to put that in the crock pot and serve it with like a veggie or rice. Then we have fajita chicken, which we did taco seasoning, peppers, onions, some corn, and some chicken thighs. Which, again, these are all going to be crock pot meals. And I'm going to do this one with rice when we cook it. Curry chicken, I have some broccoli, some onions, some chicken thighs, some curry paste in the crock pot. And then I need to add a can of coconut milk. Here we have teriyaki chicken, which has peppers, onions, and then the chicken breasts, and barbecue chicken. So barbecue sauce and chicken, all again in the crock pot, and I'm going to shred them all up, shred up all the chicken, and serve them with different sides. And then these are our baked zitis and a dino, and then there's our Hercules. So I have a pound of ziti pasta in here, a half a pound of ground turkey, ricotta cheese, tomato sauce, a whole bunch of seasonings, like Italian seasoning, so garlic, onion, oregano. I'm going to chop it with some mozzarella cheese, and this pan is exactly the same, and then they're just going to get popped in the oven, and popped in the freezer. When I take them and I'm ready for them, they will go in the oven. First thing I do when I make my lasagnas is I line this pan with sauce. And then I set my lasagna noodles. And then I'm going to add my ricotta mixture, which I see that there's sauce in there, so don't be alarmed. And then I'm going to take some shaky cheese and just layer them all the way up, and then I'll top it with mozzarella. So then I said sauce, noodles, ricotta, Parmesan cheese, Then I'm gonna put some more sauce. Just kind of drizzle it about. And then the next thing will be noodles. These are my 3 chicken parm meals. And these pups are like so interested. So I have, stop it, long spaghetti, tomato sauce, and then chicken patties. And then I covered it all with mozzarella cheese. And then when I go to reheat it, I'm just gonna let it defrost and pop it in my oven. All right, so day 2, and I started myself off with a little assembly line. I have my cooked turkey meat, and then I'm gonna make shepherd's pie and tater tot casserole. So I'm starting with a tater tot casserole. So ground turkey meat seasoned with onions, garlic, oregano, salt, pepper. Tater tots in 2 casserole pans. I'm gonna put corn, cream corn, and then some gravy, and then I'm gonna top it with more tater tots on top and probably cheese because I really like dairy. So from the leftover meat of the tater tot hot dish, I divided it up between these 3 pans, and I'm gonna make shepherd's pie. So it's gonna go meat, and then I'm gonna do cream corn, peas, and regular corn, gravy, and then as soon as my gravy is gone, I have to put some potatoes on to top it with, and probably cheese. And the doggos are hanging out with Dad.
That's me.
So this is the finished product for the shepherd's pie. So I started with ground turkey at the bottom. I put peas, regular corn, cream of corn, and gravy in like that middle section. And then I topped it with potatoes and Parmesan cheese. These 3 are just cooling. They only need to cool for probably a couple more minutes before they can get popped in the freezer, labeled and everything. But while those were cooling, I made this chicken tortellini Alfredo. So I have broccoli, tortellini, chicken, shredded chicken from yesterday when I did the Italian chicken. I just put it in the fridge overnight. And then Alfredo sauce and some seasoning. So I have some pepper, salt, basil, oregano, garlic powder, all in this bag. And everything technically is already all cooked in this. So when we take it out, it'll just be dumped in the crock pot for probably 2-ish hours on low, maybe longer. It's just until it's hot, because like I said, everything in this bag is safe to eat. It's very cold right now, but it's safe to eat. So this is my chicken green bean casserole. So it's exactly like how you would make normal green bean casserole, except I add like a cup or so of shredded chicken. So it's got the cream of mushroom, normal mushrooms. I sauteed up some onions, green beans, chicken, and then when I defrost this, it's gonna go in the oven, and I'll put the French's fried onions, like the crispy onions, on top. So a little bit of Thanksgiving afterwards. And then I made a chicken soup. So it has corn, peas, carrots, green beans, cannellini beans, chicken, a lot of like Italian-y seasonings, and chicken broth. I did double bag this one just because the chicken broth, I don't know, it wasn't leaking, but I didn't want to take that chance. So as soon as everything freezes up a little bit firmer in my freezer, I will throw these in there. Alright, so these are my quiches. I did not think to record this morning when I started cooking. So it's turkey sausage, mozzarella cheese, pie crust, eggs, heavy whipping cream, salt, pepper, mushrooms, and onions. And they are both exactly the same. And I just have to wait for them to cool. They're still a little bit warm. And I'll pop these in the freezer. And we'll just take them out, and then they're already all cooked, so we can just slice it and microwave it. This is my assembly line for making all the breakfast sandwiches. Nick is currently at the counter frying up the eggs, and then I just have to wrap them and put them in the freezer. Currently making some pancakes for the freezer. I'm going to do some blueberry, some chocolate chip, my batter, my breakfast, and then the blueberries. All right, with all that pancake mix, we got 4 bags. So we got blueberry over here, chocolate chip, and pumpkin. So that'll be a lot of breakfasts for us. This is our big chest freezer, completely loaded to the brim. I have a list of everything that's in here that I'll be showing you guys. And then this is the bottom shelf of our fridge and freezer combo. So we have breakfasty stuff. So this is pancakes on this side. That's all frozen solid now, so I can stack them. We have some lunchtime burritos, these two breakfast quiches, and then egg sandwiches. Alright, this is everything that made it into that chest freezer. So I'm going to rattle off some of the abbreviated things. Chicken tortellini alfredo, 3 enchiladas, 2 tater tot casseroles, 2 lasagnas, 2 chicken green bean casseroles, and then everything else is written nicely for you. And this little cart was a quick BJ's haul of things that I just don't want to run out of. So I have baby wipes, paper towels, toilet paper. I've got some cleaner that you can't see, butter, just a whole bunch of staples that we need to have around our house.